Hey guys, what's up? Two Wheel Turbine. I was not planning on making this video. Trust me, I would not want to be making one of these. But it's sad to report that two motorcycles from my apartment complex were actually stolen. And one of them was a friend of mine's. And it was actually a sweet Yamaha FZ09, nice exhaust. It was a great bike. And then the other one was a relatively new Suzuki TU 250X. When I first moved into this apartment complex, as I was going up the parking garage, I was seeing if there were other people who rode motorcycles. And at first it was just the person with the TU 250X, and then eventually I saw that FZ09 was also there. But, for the first few months of living in this apartment, I always noticed both of them didn't run any type of security system. They didn't even put their steering lock on. They had no disc lock, nothing. So I was always like, if any bikes are going to get stolen, they're probably going to be them. And then sure enough, they did, unfortunately. And I personally use a Kryptonite disc lock, and I'll show a picture here. I only paid $30 for this lock, but I truly believe if I didn't have this on, there's probably a good chance my R6 would have got stolen as well. So yeah, one day I was going up the parking garage, and I noticed the spots where both of those bikes are usually parked, both of them were gone. So to me, that was kind of weird because, one of them, sometimes one of them would be gone, but for both of them to be gone, I was like, that's really weird. But I was like, you know what, maybe they're both just riding. And then later that day, I'm on Instagram, and my friend with the FZ09 DMs me, and he's like, hey, two motorcycles get stolen. And instantly, I'm like, oh my gosh, is one of them mine? So I run outside. Luckily, the R6 is there. But here's the conversation that we had, and you can kind of see what he said about it. I'll throw in that really quick. To me, it's really crazy that this guy, and supposedly he said it happened at noon, just middle of the day. You would think something like this happens in the middle of the night. And he didn't even load them up in trucks, supposedly. My friend said all he did was put the bike in neutral and then just walk off with it. And he walked off with it, and he got to an area that was kind of secluded, and supposedly he tried cutting the wires in an attempt to hotwire it. And my friend says he just miscut one of the wires because then the bike wouldn't turn on at all, and it was just left stranded there. But that's crazy to me. I didn't even know you could hotwire these new bikes. I thought they were pretty complicated, and maybe that's what the problem this guy ran into. But it's just so sad that nowadays so many people's bikes are getting stolen. I go on Instagram, and almost once a week there's some story about, hey, look out for this bike. So yeah, guys, please go out there if you can. Go online if you haven't already, and go buy a lock or some sort of extra security system, because nowadays there's just so many people that are trying to make money. And you just got to protect your stuff, because you never know if your bike's, all alone in an empty parking lot. You could be a really easy victim. And it's way better to spend $30 on a disc lock that's going to deter some thief, because, they're looking out for easy victims. So if you have that disc lock or some sort of, alarm system that he can see, he's going to be deterred to steal your bike. And that's so much less of a headache paying, $30, even to $100 on some security system than having to deal with a stolen bike. But yeah, guys, I wasn't planning on making this video, but if you've had your bike stolen or know any people and you have some tips for preventing that, please comment that down below, because maybe other riders will see that and we can just help the community from stopping these guys, because this is a serious problem. It's happening all across America, and I'm sure all across the world. And let's try to stop these guys, because it just sucks getting your property stolen from you. So yeah, guys, ride safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.